So, I lived according to ancient Indian rules for 1 week. Yes, and this includes scraping your tongue, being up and awake at a time so early no man has before seen it, massaging yourself with warm oil, and much, much more. Earlier this year, I discovered something groundbreaking. It is called the Ayurvedic clock. So Ayurveda, I mean, I'd heard about it before, but I think at one point I thought it was some type of a cream. Turns out, not exactly. Here's a super quick crash course. Ayurveda is Sanskrit, and it translates to wisdom of life, or the science of life. This health system has been used in India for over 5,000 years. It goes hand in hand with yoga, and it's all about truly getting to know nature, energy, and our own bodies. And through lifestyle practices, you can create good health and prevent illness. So that brings me to this challenge. The Ayurvedic clock tells us the most optimal times to sleep, wake up, eat, work. So before this whole experiment starts, we have to understand that in Ayurveda there are 3 different doshas. There is this one, there is this one, and there's that one. So Vata is a certain type of feeling, quality, energy. And then it goes into the next thing, which is a different feeling, quality, energy. It's all about the day switching in energy. It starts in one certain block, one dosha, then it goes to the next, and then the next. And within these blocks, there are routines. So I combined a lot of these pictures of the clock that I found and did a little more research to find out what to do for this challenge. Will it work? Now for the best part, guys. I'm about to get undressed. You're not gonna see it. Yeah, so the official 7 days will start at this time point in the video, but before I even started any of this, I got a true Ayurvedic experience. Check it out. And today I'm getting a yoga massage. Not really sure what that is, but I'm super excited to find out. And tomorrow I'm starting this challenge officially. We're at Utopia Yoga Studios today.
Yoga massage therapy is a holistic treatment that, you know, we see the whole body. So every time I do this yoga massage, it's the entire body from top to toe, because you never know where the problem comes from. So this is the philosophy from Ayurveda. And it's like a mix between Ayurvedic oil massage and stretches. So I will help you to stretch out your body.
Love it.
Yeah.
That was so nice. I'm gonna get dressed now, if you don't mind. Show my little boobs. Then I went back one more time in the week, and that time I got way more of those yoga stretches, as you might be able to see here. Also, if you live in Västerås or Kvicksund or any of the surrounding areas here in Sweden, reach out to Nina on Instagram and tell her that I sent you, because then you can get a treatment like this from her 20% off. Each day started with getting up before 6 a.m. and in the beginning I did, but something crazy started happening on day 3. Okay, so I woke up by myself at like 4:30 or something. Like, why? Okay, I'm just gonna start my day now then. I mean, the fact that I woke up by myself without an alarm at 4:30 a.m. being ready for the day. And why this was, I don't know. Let's keep watching and figure it out together. So the rituals I would change up a little bit which order I did them in. If there is an exact order you should do them in, I haven't found it. Just keep that in mind. I'm reading Inner Engineering by Sadhguru. There was a part of the book that was just so genius and it resonated with me that I even wrote it down in my journal. Why should I keep that to myself? Let's read it to you. If you go outward, it is an endless journey. If you turn inward, it is just one moment. In that one moment, you are not in pursuit of joy anymore. Instead, your life becomes an expression of your joyfulness. I feel great, by the way. It's not even 5:55 yet. It all sounds so different in the morning. Birds. I can't explain it. It's this whole different atmosphere. The blue sky. The sun just touching the yellow like that. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's a nice boulder. Day 1. I'm one of those people now that goes for a walk before 7 a.m. in the morning. And I love it. I can even do this earlier, honestly. And now on my walk, I've been hyper aware of nature, which I often am, but even more so right now. I just saw, you know, if a bird flew past me, I was like... Anyway, to sum this up, I feel absolutely amazing right now. I feel this hope and excitement. It feels like things are possible again. Just from this, I just walked out. Like, I have so much more time. Morning time, me time. As of now, the Ayurvedic clock checks out. Oh my god, there's nothing like this air in the morning to breathe in. First breath, like, oh wait, there's an outdoors. You know, when you're living up here in the north, when the sun finally comes out in the spring, you want to utilize it. The birds are coming back from the winter. I found a playground. There's no one else here. I feel so much energy. And it's 6:30 or something. I found a chair. It's just me on this chair, on top of this city, and no one else is here. I could be sleeping in right now, having a sucky ass day. I want everyone to experience this. I am out on a walk at 6:45 a.m. and I have energy as if it was the middle of the day. And it's Saturday. This is coming from someone who didn't have energy for such a long time and who I'd been waking up late for quite some time and had dips in the day and now I'm here just like completely energized. It's a cloudy Saturday morning at 6:48 and I'm living life, baby. And then after the morning walk, it is time for breakfast. Breakfast time. It was really nice to have a couple hours without eating, and also that made me hungry when it was actually time to eat. And according to Ayurveda, lunch is the biggest meal of the day, so the breakfast is a little smaller than the lunch. Hey, good morning. Good morning. And then the next thing in the Ayurvedic clock is that you have time to do whatever you want in the morning. It is 8:45. I guess I have more time for myself than I thought. Like I can even relax and chillax.
Say something.
Okay people, it is time to get into work mode. Time to edit. Now we are moving into Pitta. I've already done some tasks. I got started early. Oh my god, as someone whose daily work involves looking at a screen, I oftentimes find it hard to start it because I've already spent time looking at my phone screen. But this week I waited hours till I looked at a phone screen for the first time, so then it made it way easier and more fun to actually do work and edit videos. I have been slacking lately. This week will really help me, I think, being in this groove and getting things done. So, I'm so excited about this video! Anyway, the next thing I know, there we are standing in front of the Justice of the Peace, getting married. It's 12:33 p.m., a little afternoon, and I'm having my lunch. The lunch is supposed to be the biggest meal of the day, and if it's around noon, if it's around like 11 to 2, somewhere like that is where I keep hearing. That's the time when the body is most able to digest well and turn the food and you know where it's supposed to go and stuff like that. Today I'm having this lovely soup. It's like a thick soup. Carrot, sweet potato, artichokes and stuff like that. Today I am combining my post-lunch light walk with some errands. Today I'm getting some ashwagandha powder and a tongue scraper. Location number 2, tongue scraping device. Then after a break in the workday for lunch and a light walk, it's time to get back into work mode or whatever you're doing. And I would also have tea around this time. Now it's time for me to sit here with my tea and get into my second work period of the day.
Later.
By the way, we are still in VATA. No. Pitta.
Get out, I need to go to my mind palace.
We are still in Vata right now. Just a few more minutes left and I'm gonna stop working soon and do the exercise of the day as well as eat dinner, but I really want to work on this script and my monologue right now. Time to try out this baby. They say it smells a little bit like horse. Okay, I can see that. It smells like a pet store. Okay, I'm gonna put some in my tea. I don't know how to take this. Ow, that's hot. Ow, ow. Let's see if this will be drinkable at all now. Maybe I completely ruined my tea experience. Ow. Woo. That, everyone, is ashwagandha root. You'll see the effect it had on me later, or I don't know if it was that or this whole thing. Just wait, you'll see. Alright, we have moved into Kapha time, the second time of the day, and it's after 6 p.m. I'm about to do a yoga practice. This second Kapha time slot of the day I would spend a little differently order-wise, but basically it is for exercising / yoga, eating your last meal of the day, and socializing, doing whatever you want basically, just relaxing. Also exercising I kept finding in different time slots, so yeah, we're experimenting. The huge thing is that your last meal of the day is not supposed to be after about 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I wasn't too strict on it, I just never had dinner later than 7:30.
Healing. For thousands of years, Ashwagandha root was one of the staples of traditional Indian medicine.
About this following footage you're about to see, I don't know if the ashwagandha I took is what caused it, or if it's this whole Ayurvedic system. Enjoy. Woo! I don't know what was in that ashwagandha powder, but I am hyper. I just got a boost of energy. I just went downstairs and I went oh my gosh, this is the side of me you don't see too much, but it's like such a Josephine behavior. Woo! I had so much energy. I don't know what's happening.
Let's see.
I don't know if it was the powder, but the last hour before going to bed, this would be around 9:30, is all about wind down and nightly routines. And that includes Abyangha, which is a self-massage. Ooh, that's hot. I am warming up some sesame oil for my Abyangha self-massage. Getting really tired. So it's after 9, which means no more screens. I have dimmed my phone. I'm getting ready for bedtime at 10. Now I'm gonna do my Abyangha self-massage with sesame oil, and I think I'm gonna put in some lavender essential oil. Yeah, just gonna sit here and massage myself, guys, and then take a warm shower, shower it off. If you read up about Abyangha, it is said to have a lot of benefits on the body. It says it nourishes the whole body and decreases the effects of aging. It increases circulations, increases stamina. It aids in detoxification. It softens and smoothens the skin. And it helps you get into a better and deeper sleep, which these nightly routines are about. Preparing you to actually go into that deep sleep that the body needs. And calming the mind so that that is easily done. I sprayed lavender into my room before showering, and I forgot about it, and I just walked into my room and I was met with paradise. Then there's usually time before bed to do whatever you want. I'd read and relax, and then you end the day the same way you started it, with breathing / meditation. This could be really short. And then you go to bed at 10. I was somewhere around there. Alright, now comes a little challenge. I'm gonna go traveling and try to keep this up. I'm just gonna go to Stockholm to stay at my sister's place for a while, so we'll see how this goes. I am committed to keeping this up. I even brought tea in my water bottle because this time of day is the time I'd have some tea. Okay, Ayurveda day 4. Let's change it up a little bit. By this time in the challenge of following the Ayurvedic clock, I was just over the moon about how amazingly this was working out. I was fangirling about this whole phenomenon. I had so much energy throughout the day, and my hunger levels were in check all day, meaning they came just at the right time. A lot of fantastic things were happening. So now I was excited to see how I could keep this up in a different environment.
Hey bror!
Hey
bror! I'm here, bro. Already, this is going well. I just got here and they're making food at the time I would usually eat. So far, my clock is working out, even when I'm traveling. Such a traveler. Dinner is served. So update. This is the first time I'm feeling tired since starting this. Hello, I'm tired world, I'm tired. I got a big bed to myself. I'm about to Patrick style it up over here. Dinner time. Massage time. I hit the upload button on my video. Woo, woo, woo.
That's what, har du i den? Nu vilar ner på vegetalet där.
Cheers! It's taco night. Beautiful morning, baby. I'm gonna place you on a trash can if that's fine. What was so massive about this was the fact that I started my days on my terms with meditating and not looking at my screens, going outside at the first thing in the morning. It set myself up for joy and good stuff. This whole 1 week challenge was a whole what if situation. So what actually does happen when I do go to bed when my body's tired and then actually rise upon waking to do what feels good? What if I finally did that? Hejdå! Tack för att jag fick vara här. Say bye to the subscribers. Hello! Toodles! And well, I had a whole new form of energy I can't remember the last time I felt. It was actually easy to go to sleep at night. It felt as though following all these steps set my body up the best way and the way it needed.
And we're back. The adventure is over for now.
6 hours later.
So, day 7 finished. This has been the best week in a really long time.
Some people that hear about this for the first time might think, oh wow, that sounds hectic. That's a lot of routines to do. That's just so early. That's stressful. No. It's the other way around. See, doing these things in a relaxed way made me calm, as well as it gave me more time and energy to do whatever I wished. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonated with you, or if you have any suggestions of something I could take on next. Subscribe for more of my adventures. Now, venture out and live your dream today.